Who's Katie Ryder?
Mama.
And where does she live?
Heaven.
Where's heaven?
A pie.
Up high, yeah.
So let this be her legend, let this be her voice, let this be her vision, let this be her choice, to remain as we knew her, strong and poised as the one we love.
Looking at her in a state where her eye is kind of bulging out because the tumor's behind it, pushing it out of place, and missing some teeth. That wasn't at its worst, but it certainly had progressed. She was so angry. Not angry, more just like dismayed and shocked that, like, what could we have been spared, you know? And I mean, that's even before it got really bad. But yeah, watching her think that through is what, and reliving that is what makes me feel sad.
The gray people, I think many times are, by definition, not seen, but they have to be seen to be noticed to be gray. So it's a little bit of a hyperbole, but the gray people need advocates. The orthopedic injured in all developing countries are essentially gray people. If there's not a good hospital system around, good surgeons around, these people are disabled. They're disabled for life. Both war and traffic accidents create injuries. Many of the victims of war and traffic accidents are involved through no fault of their own. In developing countries, as in all over the world, people were moving from the country to the city. When they arrived in populated areas, they had to get from one place to the other. As time went on, people obtained motorbikes, trucks, and in some cases cars, and they still retain the rule of the bicycle when traveling through the cities.
I'm Robert Parrish in the car with Jack Parrish. Good timing, Jack. Very nice. Where you going, man? Jack's running the camera right now. And we're talking about lots of different things, aren't we, Jack? What are we talking about today? We're talking about autism. We're talking about French fries and chocolate milk, right? Can you move the camera and put it on me, please? I just want to see me for a second. Hey, Jack, can you move the camera and put it on me? No. I want to be able to see my picture. No, put the camera up here, but I want to see my picture. Move the camera over so I can see my picture. That's not quite. I don't know if I'm going to hire you as my cameraman. Okay, here I am. Hey, Jack's dad. So we're talking in the car, just trying to give anyone who's watching some insight into the world of autism spectrum. I like to call them difficulties. Some people call them differences. Some people call it, are you ready for this, Jack? Some people call what you have been diagnosed with, some people call it a disorder. What do you think of that? Does that seem crazy to you? Do you feel disordered? You don't look disordered. Let me see your forehead. Look at that beautiful forehead.
Welcome to American Junkyard. The coolest thing for me is I never know what to expect when I come in here. We end up with a lot of employees that can't get hired anywhere else. It's because of mistakes maybe they've made younger, maybe a felony charge, maybe several felony charges. This is not a desirable job that someone probably without a felony would like to work in. You're going to get your hands dirty, you're going to have to work in the elements. It's sad from one perspective that their knowledge of how to pull apart is a great knowledge. They have a lot of value there. But unfortunately in this environment, that value does not equate to a large salary or a large hourly rate. So Calvin is one of our good customers. He buys whole cars, batteries. Today he's buying a door glass. What's interesting to me about this place, it has every element of parts of all of our lives. And what I mean by that is, we all have different issues, we all have different struggles at different times in their lives. And although they may be a different degree of struggle, you're gonna see it all here. You're gonna see the person that's addicted to drugs that's coming here. You're gonna see the person that's fighting for their life and for their family to be fed today. You're gonna see some people that come in that just like to do it. It's a hobby, it's a triumph.
You're about to experience Filling the Air with Words, where two award-winning broadcast journalists with a combined 72 years of experience talk about their personal truths, growing older in a world too busy to care, and the occasional unexpected release of sounds which are not permitted on the radio or polite society.
Whoa. Did you know that all of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons were basically rip-offs of other shows? For instance, The Flintstones is actually The Honeymooners with Jackie Gleason.
Oh, yes, of course.
Fred Flintstone. Augie Doggie and Doggie Daddy were Jimmy Durante and some other guy. It's hard to really talk. Maybe we should just treat our listener to the beauty of thunder and lightning.
I think that thunder sounds amazing.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
This could be really creative, but most of the creativity is going to be up to you. If you can do this, I'm going to go for woo! I'm going to go for a minute, and I want you to narrate the thunderstorm, okay? And I'll be quiet.
I doubt it.
Here it comes. You can do it. No,
I
I'm
think
gonna
we
be
should
quiet,
why don't we just listen and just see what happens?
Let's listen for a minute, because I'll be off mic. I'm putting the mic right out by the window here. Okay? So anyway, all right, good luck to you.
Well, I'm not going to be talking very much, if at all. Is that rain?
Yes.
Let's just listen for a moment. Wow. I'm mesmerized by this.
You're mesmerized because you are old and have nothing else to do.